Alright guys, welcome to another sort of cooking with Clueless, but there's a bit of a beer pairing as well. So I've already done the McCain's, let me just get them. So I already did the McCain's gastro chips, which were like, essentially, like you'd made the chips yourself. Really nice, but, you know, a little bit of effort, you could make something a little bit tastier. And again, bought these from Iceland, and part of the sort of same range. And this is the crispy skin-on fries. Skin-on fries prepared in sunflower oil. Because I'm on a bit of a late in work, I'm working 4 till 1, which isn't too bad, actually. And after 8 o'clock, we do get a little bit more money, so that's always a plus. So I can have a beer, but I'm going to be sensible. I'm going to go alcohol-free. And I think this is actually technically the first alcohol-free beer that I've done. I've done low ABV beers, like Radlers, Shandies and stuff like that. But I don't think I've ever had a... what's the ABV on this? But yeah, this is the alcohol-free Weiss beer from And Union. Differing from their usual branding, craft brewed in Bavaria, brewing art meets science, unpasteurised, unfiltered, 8 weeks brewing time, brewed Munich, and yeah, so wheat-free beer, wheat-free wheat beer review. Imagine that. Mind you, no, that's crystal wheat. Why would you ever have a wheat beer and use crystal malts? I've never understood that. But yeah, so lovely looking label. And there you've got the crown. So I'm going to let that chill down for a bit while the chips cook. And yeah, so we'll see how this goes. So catch you in a little. So I was just putting the chips onto the tray, and they've stained my finger somehow. They've dirtied my finger. The chips have dirtied my finger. I don't know how. But yeah, anyway, just thought I'd quickly show you that. Oh yeah. So this is what they look like, and it seems like there's only like little specks of skins on the chips themselves. God, that's a little bit brighter than it should be. This is actually one that's still got the skin on. They've got like a really satisfying texture to them, even when frozen. They've got a nice feel to them, and just the right shape, I'd say. Not too thick, but not too thin, although I do like really nice thin French fries, but yeah, they certainly don't look too bad. And so yeah, the oven is preheating, beer's in the fridge. Next time you see them is when I will have turned them. So I'll see you guys in a sec. Shut up! So, halfway through, and yes, I'm using my foot. Look at that lovely leg. Oy, 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 oy. So, these have already been turned once. So let's see how they're doing now. So they're certainly coming along. I've no idea how these are going to look on camera because I've not actually edited the other video yet. But yeah, they're catching. They're catching a little bit. So let's do that. It's really hard to do this with one hand because every time I buy a tripod, it just breaks. And I can't bother buying like a proper tall tripod. So this will have to do. So there we go. Alright then, so they're coming along nicely. So let's put them back in for another 10 minutes and hopefully I don't overcook them, which I tend to do when I'm making chips. So we shall see what they look like when they finish. So they've got about another 5 minutes to go, but I'm not going to put the beeper on. I'm just going to let it go, and I've turned it down slightly so they don't burn. And yeah, just going to have a quick taste of the beer. But before I do, if you want to see the current state of the latest tripod, then this is it. Picked this up from like B&M Bargains for £4. I was like, I'm not expecting much, but it's better than going to Poundland. I thought it'd be at least built for purpose. Was just filming a video, and the next thing, it just literally just fell apart without it even being dropped or knocked over or anything like that. So yeah, maybe I should do something with that hair first of all. There we go, much better. So yeah, maybe I should actually just invest properly into a tripod. But yeah, so that's what's happened there. So that could go straight in the bin. Got the beer. Not gonna lie, had it in the freezer for a couple of minutes just to chill it down a little bit more. Please don't come after me with pitchforks. And yeah, a little bit stuck in there. That's why I don't like people washing my glasses. They don't do it right, or they just fucking break them. Painted or scrapped. Just bit my tongue. Fucking hell. So let's see what we get. So I'm looking forward to giving this a try, actually, although it's not my favourite style and it's alcohol free. But under the circumstances, I thought this would be the perfect way to test it. And it certainly looks like one. Lovely sort of orange glow to it, and with a big head, about just shy of 2 fingers worth of a nice creamy white head, as you would expect. Looks so pretty in this Anjuna Oktoberfest glass. So let's see what we get on the nose. Loads of banana, wheat yeast, subtle vanilla tone in there, a little bit of like a slight cinnamon aroma, but that's sort of like big red chewing gum cinnamon. But yeah, not too like clovey or dry on the nose, really nice and balanced. Smells good, let's give it a taste. Prost. And let's not raise my voice to decibels like that again. Cheers. It's not bad, but it's really not my thing. There's this like aftertaste on the back end, which I'm not a fan of, and you can detect that it is a non-alcoholic beer. On the intake, it tastes like you're just drinking a regular sort of wheat beer. It's actually quite a sharp citrusy tone coming through. So I'm not sure if they've like been a little bit hoppier than usual, incorporating hops that aren't usually in like the traditional sort of wheat beer. But yeah, there's this like dried lemon juice character, which actually, the more I'm drinking it, is a nice flavour, but that initial taste, I got loads of aftertaste on the back end, which I wasn't a big fan of. It's still there, but it's not as bad. It's almost like this has been like a standard wheat beer cut with lemon juice or lemon cordial. But yeah, lighter body as you would expect. It's not as bold or as thick as a regular Hefeweizen, but if you like your wheat beers and you wanted something that's not gonna get you absolutely trolleyed, you could do much worse than this. You really, really could. But it's just not doing too much for me. But I could imagine that might work well with chips. So speaking of which, let's get the chips served. I'm going to have them on bread and butter because I'm proper northern. Nice classic chip butty, or whatever you call it in your part of England. Just going to keep it simple. Salt and vinegar. Going back to basics. No added flavourings. Maybe a little bit of brown sauce. We shall see. Anyway, Prost, good beer. Check out Anjunian, links down below, and let's get some eating. Okay, so there we go. Obviously I've prepared my chip butties there, and then we've got the remainder there. I did actually put a chip in my mouth, because that's a terrible habit, isn't it, when you're making chips? Even if you're making them for someone else, as you're serving, you've got to take a bite, do you know what I mean? But spat it out straight away, so it didn't get any flavour. So, yeah, they don't look too much different, to be honest. You can see the skin. Again, a little bit uneven in terms of cooking, but I didn't want to burn them because I do have a terrible habit of overcooking chips. So, we shall quickly try one. Got a really nice crunch to them. The parts that have the skin on, they add a little bit more crunchiness to it, nice bit of added texture. And there's like a bit more of a slight earthiness to them, but they don't taste drastically different than standard chips, to be honest. They're good simple chips. Maybe just a little bit of added character with them having the skins on some of them. So let's have a taste of beer. Well, they cut through that like attack of like lemon cordial on the beer. They don't really like blend or anything like that, but they do slightly complement each other. What I like is when the food doesn't interfere with the flavours of the beer, and then the beer doesn't interfere with the flavours of the food, because that can happen a lot when you're pairing stuff. Like a lager with a curry, it works, but sometimes if you've got a bit more of a flavourful lager, you don't get all the flavours. And I've had that happen a few times with different foods, but this works well. Simple pub lunch, I suppose. That's what it's all about. There's chip butty. Double carb. It's the way to go. Yeah, the addition of the butter on the bread, the brown sauce, those sort of like, that's like vinegary tartness you get from brown sauce. That's the best way I can describe it. Actually really goes well with that. Who'd have thought brown sauce would complement a beer? That's what it's all about, really. I mean, is this like mind-blowing? No. But if you wanted to have a good beer food experience without going to like a special event or something like that, or going out your way to cook, then a good wheat beer, especially this non-alcoholic one from And Union, which I'm going to give a 6.5 out of 10. Just really not something that I would go to often. But yeah, if you wanted to just have a nice simple beer, simple food, this works really, really well actually. So yeah, bit of a pointless video, but to cut a long story short, they're nice chips, but don't think I'd go out of my way to get them again. But I'm going to enjoy the rest of them, so that's it. So you a fan of these chips? Whatever, just hit me in the comments. Have you had that beer before? Links to And Union. Check out the food related playlist as well. And this video has gone on way longer than it should do, but I'm the Clueless drinker. Thank you for watching, guys, and I shall hopefully see you next time. Cheers.